Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's going to be Donnie coming to you from a South Japan Pinku Style Garage. I got a new guest in. It's going to be my my friend. I've actually been on Facebook for a while. The first time meeting and talking. Yogie of Autologi Autowerks and everything in Indonesia. So we're going to get right into it. I work just a little bit to preface about what how this come about. It was about the thing 2 days ago, and I woke up and the first thing I check is my email for business. And I seen the picture and video of the Porsche been body swapped over and everything, very clean work. And definitely the biggest thing that struck me was you guys said you build it in a really small garage and you do great work. And even a lot of guys out there think you gotta have a really big garage to do big things and everything. So I just want to give a shout out to Yogi here, his business, and the craftsmanship and the work they've done over there. So again, Yogi, thank you for your time. And how's everything going in Indonesia right now for you?
And hi everybody. Okay. First time. I'm sorry about my English.
No, it's okay.
So yeah. The background. I was working this like I just started this business like 2 years before the pandemic hit. So before the pandemic, I just like regular workers in the office, and I do the cars after the office hours. So I was working on cars maybe back in 7 years ago.
Okay.
So I built a car myself in my home, in my garage, in the small garage, not the big one.
Yeah.
So you can see my garage.
Yeah.
It's so small.
Yeah.
So I built there. I do everything there. I do the body work. I do the paint. Mostly body work, because I don't do the engine. I just hire somebody to do my engine.
Okay.
So I do mostly body works and design and everything like that. So the first time I built the replica is like two years ago, before the pandemic. I have one project building a Mazda 323 familiar. You see the blue one. That was not really Porsche. Not really Porsche. That completely a Mazda familiar.
Yeah.
Because people think it was Mazda FC RX-7. So that was not the real FC. Because I used the Mazda 323 chassis and I put the Mazda RX-7 engine later after the cars build up everything. So the engine swap do after the bodywork done. Okay. So basically it was Mazda 323 familiar from 80. It was it has body coder FA4 on the chassis coder. So you can find online about the original cars. And then I put the new body on that chassis, something like that.
Yeah. So from start to finish, how long did it take you to complete the project there?
The first project I took about 1.5 years to make, because back in 2 years ago, I still do the cars things after my office hours.
Yeah.
So not the full time on that cars. So it took me 1.5 years to make the bodyworks.
Okay. it's still really good, you know, because the thing is, like I say, I see like in the background here your garage, and you know
Yeah, I was in the garage.
a lot of people like I have a full garage here in Japan, but before I was working one car garage, and a lot of people were shocked to see people making a full car, a professional car, in a small place. So I really I respect anybody who do it, because like a lot of people make, they have big garages and they make excuses not to do work, and so it's really good work there. And like for the Porsche, the what year is this the body for the chassis for the Porsche?
In the Porsche model, it was 911
911.
or 9964. It's called 964. 964 19.2, from the 19.2.
I got you. And so you guys essentially took this a body swap from that Porsche over to the Familia?
No. Basically that was not original Porsche body.
Okay.
Because that was my I built that body from the FRP.
Okay.
And before the FRP, I built the mod. That the mod is coming from the original Porsche body.
Got you.
Because back in 2 years ago, my friend has the original Porsche on the wrecked condition, and complete mess up, everything mess up. So I took the body to my workshop and making a mod from that.
Okay, FRP. So got you.
Yeah. Basically I just replicate the original body, but the real Porsche body still on on the place. Okay. The original body.
Gotcha.
So that thing in the blue cars, that was a fiberglass body.
Okay.
Complete fiberglass.
It's still good work, man. Like I said, it does for me. It doesn't matter how you get to the end point. It's just the work you put into it. So FRP or a body swap or whatever. Because I've seen the comments. You had a lot of people. It was getting shared around, and a lot of people comment. And unfortunately, with the Instagram, there's a lot of guys say, "Oh, he didn't make that," or "He didn't make that," and it's like, what? It doesn't matter how you make it or whatever. It looks good. It's good paint and good work. So it's a really good build. So I really respect this kind of stuff, because this is the stuff I like to do for myself. My customer, really, they don't do anything crazy. They do like normal stuff, engine overhaul and turbo upgrade and engine swap maybe, or they don't do any like crazy work. So that's really good work. So kind of going back before this, what was your first car that you ever have in Indonesia?
My first car is like Mazda MR-19. The original body from that Porsche has. So I built the cars in my garage. I restore everything. I put the new tires. I put new rims, and just normal like restoration, normal restoration. So after that car, I was like, this is my life. So I'm looking for other cars in junkyard. So I buy the car, bring to my home, and restore everything by myself.
So
because
like you say Mazda MR?
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah, you scroll down, you can find my first car on internet. It was famous before. Just scroll down. You can, if you see the green one. No. You can see. Scroll down a bit further. That was my car. Okay. Yeah. On the green one.
Okay, yeah, I remember this car, man. I remember seeing. So it's like I said, it's crazy because we were. I messaged you, and then I seen like, oh, it's a check mark. So a long time ago. So sorry about that, because a lot of times people add me or I add people, but sometimes I just clicking. It's like, oh, we already friends.
Because I like this is so funny, because I know you before in the Facebook. I add you in Facebook. I remember because you're from US. You drifter. You drifter from US before you moved to Japan.
Yeah.
You drift in US, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was made a friend with the other drifter, like Australian drifter, Malaysian drifter. So I keep send a request to drifter. So I found you on Facebook. I add you on the Facebook back in like 7 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so long time ago.
Yeah. So this car, you still have it, or did you sell it?
I sold it a long time ago.
Okay. Oh, I see.
And that was my first car. That was my first car. So I learned everything about car from that one.
The price right here, the RP27.
What? Oh yeah. The price. Yeah, it's so cheap. It's so cheap. Like maybe just 500 or 700 USD.
Pinku style PSO1 TS coilovers. These are the first coilovers available by Pinku style. These are for track and street. Coilovers are going to work for guys who are going to look to tackle the street. You're going to look to tackle the toll gate in a legal way. 32-way adjustable. You have dampening control. You have camber control. Optional for some cars. It's a very smooth process. If something happens, it will honor the 1-year warranty. Pinku style PSO1 TS. Ready to order right now. See you guys later. Peace. Yeah, man, it's really so. So this had the original engine and just the paintwork wheels and suspension. Or?
Yeah, I just only do the paintwork, engine and bit engine because that's still carbureted engine. So I just tune the engine till the engine running good and do the paint work, do the interior work, and do the rim, everything, and I add the over fender on it. You see the picture, it has over fender. So the first body part I made that over fender using FRP fiberglass.
Yeah.
Before I do the entire body.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like I said, it's like I say now that. I was going through the Instagram, and so all your cars here, I've seen everything. Like I've seen, so it's like cool for Indonesia. I have a lot of buddies that go over, they go different places, Thailand and everything, and they always show like how a lot of the parts are not there, and the guys make the parts and stuff there, and it's pretty cool to see that the car industry is still is pretty alive there. And like the biggest thing is, even so, like in America, Australia, different places, in America, some of the Japanese parts are hard to get or expensive. And in Japan, some people who are into American cars is the same thing because they're not in Japan. The American cars, like a Corvette or something, is very expensive in Japan because it's not a native car. So in Indonesia, do you get a lot of is the community really big for Japanese cars, or is it small?
The community is so big, but the car is so rare to find because we have some issue in here. We have laws in the government rules that doesn't allow us to import second-hand car from everywhere in the entire world. So GDM cars, American cars, everything cars that not produced in the Indonesian local manufacturer, it can be like 4 and like 5 and to 7 times more price than the original was.
Yes,
and also the tax is so ridiculous. We have 300% import tax rule.
300.
300. So
wow,
it's so big. It's so huge.
That's crazy, man. So I'm just looking at like I see you had the Koyo radiator, the Samco hoses. So like for example, to get a Koyo radiator, how much would you have to pay for a Koyo radiator?
Basically Koyo has factory in here.
Okay, really? Okay.
So it's not too expensive, but not too cheap also. But everything like the lamps, the body part, the original Porsche body part, I have to import from the German.
Okay.
So it was expensive.
Yeah, and then how like so if you say for example if you buy something in Germany, how long would shipping take for it to get from Germany to Indonesia?
Maybe the normally they ship like 5 days to six
Oh,
days.
not bad, not bad.
But one thing again, one issue again in the custom in the port in the airport, they put the stuff in like a store in the custom area.
Yeah.
So they check for the stuff everything like for 2 and 3 months before
Really?
they that stuff come to my front door.
Oh man.
So it took times.
Yeah, customs clearance. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure maybe the drifter. I think is he Indonesia or Malaysia? Benjamin Chime.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
Is he Indonesia or is he in Malaysia?
No. He is Singapore.
Singapore. Because I know he has like a lot of cars. Would he even say there to even with like he has money, but like still the taxes is really high. The importation is really like if you're not a government, if your father is not a government person, it's really difficult in Saucony. So it seems like all the places. That part of the world, the Philippines, everything is like the import tax is really high, so it makes it so for yourself and the guys over there is really, if you're into these cars, is your life because it's very expensive. So I could see that stuff there and everything. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So far as this car, like so you're driving this car right here on the road. So what is the registration? Is the registration, do they make you change because of the kit car, or do you register it as a what do you register it as for road registration?
The registration plate is still from the original cars, Mazda. So it calls Mazda, not Porsche.
Right.
Just in the clearance road tech clearance, it calls modification. Just that.
Got you.
But the identity, the papers, everything still Mazda. I cannot change that.
So when I'm watching the video now, and I watched it earlier, like I could see, driving this car in Indonesia, it seemed like nobody really paying attention. Like
not really, but people saw my cars passing in the road like. What the fuck is that?
yeah.
Because that people in here very rare to find that car. So maybe they'll they admire my cars if I drop in the road. But the problem is the traffic in here so crazy, man.
Right. So I see a lot. So it's mostly daily commuting, a lot of scooters, right? So people riding scooters, and then So let's talk about like your customer, as far like if you're driving this car and then you park it and then somebody say, oh, I want like this. How does the process go from somebody asking to get a car built to you? How do you take in customers to make a custom car like this?
I do the order for the customer that one. Build like something like that. It took like 5 or 6 months to build the cars on the running conditions.
Right.
But basically people like confused because I put the blue one on my YouTube.
Right.
That in that videos I just show some process, not the entire process.
Right.
Because that project is like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago. So I cannot keep the video on my video my computer. So I wanted to build the new one complete from 0 to 100% in on the camera.
Right. So this picture right here. So this is the underbody of the Porsche, or
no. It was Shelby Cobra.
Oh, okay, okay.
I use the Datsun 160G chassis
Yeah,
and put the Cobra body on it.
gosh, you. It's cool, man.
That
It's really cool, man. Because again, I've never been in Indonesia before, so I don't know how it is there. But I mean, I know for example, for a fact, if you live in America, you live in Japan, you live in Germany, where there's bigger places, the tax are not crazy, and it seems like the smaller countries, the government officials make the taxes really big, so it's almost like you have to have a lot of money to buy these cars, or if you see somebody in a Ferrari, they're like a government official or something like that. So it's the same thing in America. In America we have you have the people who are in the government. They have a lot of money, and then like you have actors and movie stars and athletes, and then everybody else kind of, we go to work 2 weeks, and then you save your checks for 2-3 weeks, and you buy a part. And it takes like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to build a car. So so we all understand, and that's why I think before the Porsche build, did you have anything else that get shared around a lot, or was that the first one to get shared? Because I seen like, I think 400 shares or something like that for the Porsche.
Before the Porsche, my social media is like normal. So after I post in the a Porsche modification group on Facebook, I was shocked, like, what? It's getting viral.
Yeah.
So I shocked.
Yeah.
My notification in my phone, like,
yeah. Yeah, man.
So I'm happy about the result.
Good,
so
man.
I didn't expect that.
Right, because that's great, because that's to the guys out there who, because there's people out here who will watch your videos and they want to do what you do, and it's one thing being a shop owner, like I'm pretty sure it's the same for you. We start making cars and we get busy, then we don't think like this little kids out there who growing up and they just seen like your car, or they'll see one of my cars and they want to be like us. And then we're like we want to get more stuff. So like I have a shop in Japan, but I want to make more stuff and get more cars. And I got a lot of cars, but I think when you get so busy, you forget about everybody else. They're growing up. They don't have a car yet, so it's really cool, man. So, but that, yeah, man, it's really nice. And like I say, that hopefully from people seeing the Porsche build, they'll go back and see your other stuff, and right here when I go back and click on the your Instagram, like you guys were doing this stuff for a long time, man. Really good stuff. So like the yellow Porsche, what was this is one of yours or a customer car?
That was my customer car, like 1 year ago. So
Okay.
the first build was the blue one,
Okay.
and after that the yellow one. After that I have the one in the white, but in the 911 body style. So I made total. I made the Porsche kit car is like six car in today. I have running this business.
Nice.
So maybe the next project, the current project, you see behind me, this is Trueno.
Okay. Yes.
This is Trueno, but not really Trueno, because this is basically from Kia 70 chassis. So I use the Kia 70 chassis and make the body from metal. This is a metal. This is I built from metal. But I have also the FRP body in my bag. So they depend on customer what they need, because it will be cost more if I build the metal, because metal is took times and took more material to make than the FRP version.
That's pretty cool, man. So that checking out the stuff here. So what was the the Civic? I see there was the what is it called? So it is in America it's called an EF. EF Civic. So you just did like just a body restoration on this one?
That was my car actually.
Okay.
That was my car. I buy that car from junkyard, You can see the body is completely messed up.
Right there.
So I take out the paint, everything, and I took like 4 months to finish, and I make the body kit a bit different from the original was.
Yeah, man, this is cool stuff, man. Like I said, it's yeah, when I see, because it gives, when I see your stuff, man, it gives me motivated, because I got customers, doing regular stuff, and everything for the last 3 years has been messed up because of the whole COVID and Corona thing. So even it doesn't matter wherever you're at in the world, everybody's waiting for parts. So for you being in Indonesia, so you're waiting for parts. Normally your customs is like almost 2 months. So has it been, things are taking more longer, correct? Because it's taking long to get to Indonesia. Then when it gets to Indonesia, then they want to hold customs for 2 months. So you're waiting for parts, so for normal things, like for example, like, brakes, brake rotor, brake pads, spark plugs, you get that stuff local easy, right?
Yeah, local.
Okay.
But specifically, just standard standard stuff, not the
right.
racing stuff or aftermarket stuff. So just I can find the standard part on local shop. But for the racing part, I keep buying online or import from other country.
Right. So you guys use like you have like eBay or
sometimes eBay. Sometimes I fly to Malaysia to get some parts. Looking in the junkyard, they call kedai potong in there. So I fly to Malaysia in like 10th day. Looking for parts. After everything I got, I back to Indonesia. Bring the part with a hand carry. I carry the part in my baggage.
Okay. So, yeah, I want to visit, man. I want to visit you over there in Indonesia. So yeah, so I want to see different places in the and plus, man, like I say, I mean, it's weird, man. Again, is we were just
so weird.
You've been each other friendly. So I know I seen your car. I'm like, dude, because that's how I seen a Porsche, because it was on my timeline. I'm like, I thought somebody else shared it, so I was like, because I see a bunch of people share other people's posts. So I was like, oh man, I was like, this guy the stuff looked familiar. Then I click on it. Then after I send a message, then I click on like, oh, it's weird because I'm introducing myself. And I'm like, we already been friends. So it's like weird, man. So again, my apologies for that. But like I say, man, like, I'm not sure how useful Japan would be, but over here I got access to a lot of parts and everything. So definitely, feel free to hit me up and stuff like that. And we can definitely, do some work and stuff together, because I started, I work with a lot of companies, but again, I just like to work. I like to see more people work like your work in other shops, because it's the same type of stuff I do. And you get like the really, really, really big shops, and they got like, 30 staff members and a lot of money. And when I go to, for example, I go to Tsukuba, I took a Subaru, I make a Subaru out of a truck, and I made a rear-wheel drive, and this car was faster than 40 other cars, and my car cost like $1,500 to make. I think the Haltech ECU cost more than the whole car. And so I take that to Tsukuba Circuit, and I run circles around, because the car was a fun car. I did it for like a joke. I made it into a truck, and it was a free car. And people were like, when I went to the track, they were like laughing at the car because the paint was like messed up, and I crashed it a week before. But yeah, man, I really respect, again, your type of work and everything. And so I like to see, again, our type of work versus like the bigger places, because they just kind of, it doesn't have any, they just make the car out of like, copy. They copy like, so, RWB Porsche, of course, the RWB Porsche, wide body, and everybody. So now you remember, like, for 2 years, everybody was trying to get the wide body Porsche, and everybody was cutting the fenders off and putting I forgot his name, but they put his body kit on and stuff like that. So after a while, it just kind of become not really impressive to me, because everybody's doing the same kit. But to see your car, again, like, that's all FRP, you made everything yourself, and it's pretty cool. And it has a rotary, so I'm pretty sure the Mazda scene, a lot of Mazda guys were happy to see the rotary, correct? If you've been watching Pinku Style for a bunch on YouTube, you know I've been in Japan for about 16 years. One of the most challenging things when you come to a foreign country is getting control somehow on a local language. That way you can communicate effectively, make more money, do business, and all that stuff like that. When you go to a Japanese, speak to Japanese, you don't read the book. You speak to a person face to face. It's going to be Japan Language Factory, JLF. Run by Terumi Kai. I've been partnered with Terumi Kai for about now 2 months. If you want to go ahead and learn Japanese, definitely get over to JapanLanguageFactory.com. Check out the site, see what they got to offer. You'll get a free consultation when you sign up, and after that, you can kind of determine your program and things like that. If the programming course is 2 months, and what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to effectively communicate using the things that you like to do. For example, if you're into cars, they can talk about cars. If you're into bowling, they can talk about bowling and center your lessons around stuff that you're interested in, versus trying to learn about, let's say, banking if you're not into banking. Right? So there's about 2,000 Japanese letters. There's over 500,000 Japanese words and phrases. And if you try to learn all of them at the same time, you're going to spin your wheels. And at the same time, you guys know out there, kids, when kids grow up, they speak Japanese. They don't go to school. They just speak Japanese naturally from what they hear. So it is possible for us out there to learn different phrases, learn Japanese properly, and apply yourselves in a fashion that you're actually going to learn Japanese the way you want to learn Japanese. So again, that's going to be JLF. Check them out. You're going to enter code Pinku Style JLF. That's again Pinku Style JLF when you sign up, and that'll help out the podcast, and that'll actually get you learning Japanese quicker. So again, check out JapanLanguageFactory.com. Terumi Kai, and you guys will be learning Japanese in no time. Peace.
Yeah. Because I think I thought before people will have the car because it was front engine,
right,
Porsche on the Mazda family chassis.
Right.
People will make a joke about it.
Right.
But I was shocked with what I see in the comment. They like what, this is unreal.
Yeah. So, RWB. Yeah.
Because people think it was real Porsche body.
What did you say right there? What did it say? Like you say, your RWB was.
Yeah. My RWB is like joke. It was joke.
Right.
It was joke.
So
because
Ricky Tan?
Because my friend in my workshop, I was talking in my workshop.
Right.
He talked to me. Hey, you have RWB? Huh? No, it's not RWB. Yes, it was because RWB. Your version is Rakitan Warga Bogor. It's mean assembly in Bogor. It's mean Rakitan is assembly, Warga is my people, Bogor is my city. So that the meaning of the Rakitan Warga Bogor.
That's pretty
not
cool,
not the Raul
begrip. That's pretty cool, man. But now, man, again, to a lot of times, I mean, people who have a bigger shop than you and all more resources and everything, they can't build what you build because they're so used to everything being available, and also they can buy the body kit from this store and buy this and buy that. And so now, most people now, one of the biggest things like your car, that's a build. That's a car that you built. I don't like when guys take a car like, SEMA, and then they put 20-inch wheels on it, and then they're like, oh, I built this car. Like, you just put wheels on it. It's not really a build. So, and it kind of disrespects people like me, yourself, and everybody else that can really build a car. Like, you probably seen, I'm working on right now, which I'm working on for the last 3 years, and it's just not moving at all. I got a Cappuccino Suzuki, and I'm putting a 1JZ in there. I've already fitted I have everything I need, but it's just I have a lot of customers, and I got to make money, to support my living. So I don't have time to work on it, and I don't want to. I'm pretty sure maybe you understand. I don't want to work on it. I want to work on it all at once. I don't want to stop and then work on it for 2 days and then come back and work on it for 3 days after 3-4 weeks. Now I don't want to do that because when you're building something and you stop working, it's the flow of creativity, it kind of stops. So I know you understand, but a lot the guys who are watching or listening for the first time, when a creator is making a car, we rather not touch it until we have the time to really put into it. That way we don't have to stop and everything. So I'm trying to sell a couple cars, and I want to make a little bit of money, and then I'll start the car, and then I can build the car if I get enough time. I think I can do everything in 2 weeks. Like really, I can do everything in 2 weeks. Get the engine in the car, transmission, drive line, and then I can drive the car around, and then from there I can build the body, wide body, and all that stuff after that. So I'm excited to do that. Somebody put a V8 in there, so I got to hurry up because everybody else is swapping engines into this. So they've already been SR20 Cappuccino, I think 13B Cappuccino, 4AG, I think. And this is 4AG in it. It's all small. The rotary is small engine, so it can fit in there easy. But I'm putting a 1J, so it's
one J on
Cappuccino,
small, on small car.
So I'm gonna
crazy, man.
Put the radiator in the back, big turbo up front, and then so inside the car gonna be number of cylinder 5 and 6, and then in the engine bay 1 and 4. So I got to make a big dug house, so I can pretty much drive the car and touch the engine at the same time. So it's it's pretty cool, man. But so now what's so you got your the KE body and the Hachiroku. So how long is gonna be when do you think it's gonna be completed with the Hachiroku build?
This build maybe will be finished in like 3 weeks more 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna paint
paint
body work?
Because this like I just make the adjust the body gap and everything, because this is not original Hachiroku.
Right.
This is this is also replica. Everything you see in my garage is completely replica. So don't trust me. I own the real Hachiroku, because Hachiroku is like in here it has price like in USD is like 200,000 USD or above. So it's so crazy price in here in Indonesia. So I can afford the real one. So I made it from Kia 70 chassis and make the body, the glass, everything DIY. But still I don't do this alone. I do this with my workers and my friends. So
yeah, I was gonna ask you how many. I've seen you have paint guys and the different things there. So have you ever heard of this car right here, the 818 S from Factory 5 Racing? This kit car right here.
Not really, but I heard somebody who make kit car. So like me in Japan.
Yeah.
They make the Hakosuka GTR using a modern chassis on it. So he put he make the body from the FRP from fiberglass and put on the modern R34 GTR.
Right.
So it's like I know that the guy, but I forgot the name. So I found it on the internet before.
So this one right here essentially is a Subaru WRX. That's it. So you take a whole. You got to have a whole. Not the STI. You got to get the regular 5-speed WRX, and you essentially you put the whole car into that car. So everything they give you it comes in a crate, and you take take it's the whole car, the entire car. You take it apart, and then you put it back together. You bolt it onto the frame they give you, and then you put the body on top, and that's it. So it's a WRX. The engine's in the back, and it instead of being rear wheel drive, it is rear wheel drive. It's MR. It uses the front diff drives the rear wheels now. So it's pretty cool. And I actually I'm going to get one, man, because it's like $10K to get it's like roughly you can build this car, a cool looking supercar or entry level supercar, sports car, exotic for like maybe $17K if you do all the work yourself. But yeah, man, this whole kit is $10K US, and they're sold out for 3 years right now. So you can't even
in Japan.
No, this is America.
Oh, America.
Yeah,
Okay,
so this
okay.
is an American company, and they do the Cobra chassis and the so this is a new one. So they got it's called Factory 5 Racing. So
Mm.
they got a bunch of different designs, so you can make your own kit. So they do like the Cobras and different stuff, and like, but this is cool, man. Again, like if somebody who works there, so this is the frame. So you got it comes all on the pieces. You got to bolt it together, and then you bolt on the suspension and the engine and everything, and it just bolts right on. So it comes like this in a box, and all the pieces, all the panels, all the things, the engine. It's right there. You put the axles there, and it bolts in. So essentially, you just take a whole Subaru and then put it into that. And so you got to buy the Subaru and buy that kit car. So roughly, let's say, in Japan, I can get a Subaru for like $2,000.
Yeah.
So I can get that easy. So essentially, I can build that car for 15 to 17K in parts, and then labor is whatever because it's my own labor. But it'd be cool to drive a car like this. This for me is more exciting to drive something like this versus going to get in a regular GTR, because everybody can drive a GTR, but this is pretty cool, man. I think it's one in Japan, the whole Japan. Somebody has one, but the guy doesn't drive it. But the reason I pull this up, man, is because you essentially do this same stuff right here, man. So it's cool that this huge company is doing this stuff and you do the same stuff. And I guarantee you somebody has seen your video and they're like, dude, this dude in Indonesia is making stuff better than us. And we so yeah, man, that's pretty damn cool, man. So maybe those guys will see your work and maybe they want to work with you or do something, man, or it'd be pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
And that's it's pretty nice, man.
Yeah, because a lot of people contact me on Facebook, on Instagram. They ask me to, hey, can you work with us? Can you join in with us? The problem is, I have a small shop in here in Indonesia. I cannot leave the guys, the workers and everything. So I have to keep staying in here in my workshop, so I can work with them.
Right.
So a lot of people offering me the opportunity to move to Canada, to move to US or UK or something like that. But I said, hey, no, wait until my work in here finish. Maybe if my work in here finish, I will come to your country to build one like Akira Nakai do.
Right. And that's all, bro. That's awesome, man. Again, to hear we just getting to know each other, man, and like that, that right there. I mean, cars aside, man, it's very cool that you think about your people and your coworkers, because you can just leave and go somewhere else and not think about them, and then it's your business and they're working under you, so they're making money and by your help and everything, man. So it's very cool that you think about the staff and everything. I work alone here at my shop. I don't have any staff. Not that I don't want to have it, but it's just my situation being in Japan and then being around the military guys. This is hard to find good help, so I'd rather be alone. I have a shop assistant, but he's very busy with other stuff, so he helps out when he can. But yeah, man, that's awesome. And I'm pretty sure that your guys appreciate that you help. You don't want to leave them alone, and because that's really good stuff, man. So really good stuff for thinking about them, man. So yeah, man, that's kind of like the stuff I wanted to talk about too. Is your team. How long is the guys that I see do the guys in the background? They're doing the paint work and everything. How long have you been working with those guys?
Before I run this business, I just do this restoration like part time. So I do everything alone, from the bodywork, from the repair and painting and everything. I do alone. So after my friends see my result, they asked to me, where you build the car? I said, I do myself in my garage. So they asked me to, hey, do my car. So I asked to him to bring the car to my garage. But I do alone and part time. It took time.
Right.
So after some project, after I do finish some project, I hire one person first I just have one staff in my shop. So he helped me a lot. He helped me many time in other project in before back in three years ago. No, 5 years ago. So I have working with them like 5 years.
Okay.
5 years.
Good stuff, man. And then like so like and how and we didn't really say what is your how old are you? What's your age?
I'm 25.
25. Good, man.
25.
Man, yeah, dude, like seriously, man, good stuff, man, because like age, I didn't open, I'm 39. I didn't open I didn't start my shop until I was military before, and I was in Iraq and everything, so I didn't start my shop until well, it was the same thing. I was doing it out of my garage for many years, and then some people were saying, "Hey, man, you should open a shop." I'm like, I don't want to open the shop. You know, I don't want to deal with that stuff because I worked around shops and I knew, you know, kind of how I am now, man. I had one of my cars was sitting for 5 years because I was so busy with customer cars and everything and trying to make a living. And Japan is very hard for Gaijin foreigner to live here. Like, it's very hard.
Yeah.
Like, so I was really focused on just trying to make a living for my family and wife and everything. But yeah, man, it's real. I again, man, I'm glad to know you because your name is going to get bigger, and it's only the beginning, man. It's only the beginning, and you're already doing great work, and so definitely, I again talk to you to get you on the podcast so my people can get to know you, and also to about us, man, because it's like being business guys, there's not a lot of us in the world. It's more consumers than business owners. So the biggest thing for us, for the smaller shops, we have to like work together to grow, So definitely, I look forward to traveling to Indonesia and do it because I notice a lot of from Indonesia for car stuff or whatever, for example, Taiwan, I just launched my suspension kit, and so I made my own coilovers, and Taiwan is where my manufacturer is, and a lot of stuff we all know, China, Vietnam, South Korea, a lot of stuff is made there. So for Indonesia, I'm asking, like, is Indonesia known for making any stuff that goes out to different countries, or do you guys bring everything into Indonesia?
Mostly for the performance part, in Indonesia, not really has a big company like people do, but for the regular cars part in here, they produce the parts for the local market. Like Toyota Toyota has a factory in here.
Okay.
Toyota, Hyundai, and Honda. Basically, Japanese car has big market in here.
Got you. So it's pretty nice, man. So you got stuff there. It's nice. So they got
but not the cars guy like. Because it was like just a regular car, like family car, city car, small city car that not sell in other country outside Indonesia, just sell in Indonesia.
Right.
Like the Toyota Avanza, Toyota not Corolla. Corolla is like import from Japan. Like mostly MPV car, MPV car for family car. So guy like us, like me, didn't like type of car, kind car of like that, because we like GDM cars like Honda Civic, or Toyota Corolla or Silvia or GTR. We do like cars like that. But in here it's hard to find something like that on sale on the market.
Right.
So it's so hard. So hard and
I see right there in the video. So is it rust a really bad thing there, or is some cars rusty or some cars no rust?
Mostly I do everything, every cars on every condition. So mostly cars come to my workshop, it completely rust because it has been sitting on somewhere like 3 or 5 years. So I do also a little bit engine because the people who own that car on the Kia 70 Corolla asked me to fix the engine also, not only the body, but I just know a little bit about the engine. I'm not engine guy.
Yeah, that's
I just
easy paint removal right there. No, it's peeling off.
The paint is
no sanding.
Yeah. The paint is like complete damage. It's easy to peel off using just only hand.
Fast, and then sanding, and then primer, then start over.
Yeah, so, maybe like that. I don't know how they work before.
Yeah.
So I peel up, I clean up the paint, replace the body panel, replace the rusty part and everything. Back to life in 3 months.
Nice, man.
That was in 3 months. So I did that. Not learn. This is I work with my team. After my workshop, a bit bigger than the my workshop in my home. So it was helped by like three or 5 workers. My 5 workers. Yeah. I have now I have 8 workers in my shop.
Okay.
Stuff. So they work with me, like the car, the guy who paint the car, the guy who welding the doors and everything, and work with the engine, work with the suspension, and like something like that.
Dude, I'm thinking, man, like you gotta. I was thinking for myself, because I'm American in Japan. It'd be kind of cool for like Netflix or something like that. But dude, it would be cool. Like seriously, man. Like I'm serious. Like mail this stuff off to like somebody at Netflix, and like, dude, like that'll be cool. Indonesia, and you're building this type of cars and get like the paint. Like it's not, a lot of people think they got to have like this really big professional paint booth with fans and everything. And this guy, he's painting under a tarp, and the paint looks really good. So it's just showing that you don't need some people think you got to have all, and that's the same reason why I like same thing about bodywork paint. Of course, it's nice if you have a cover and everything, but some people think you got to have the top of the line to get like the best results, and that's not always true, because some guys have all the stuff and tools and they can't make cars. Welding is bad and paint is bad, and when you get on the track, the car is not good performance. So again, I would take my car, I would paint everything in my shop, my little 1-car garage, and I would go to the track, and I'm doing better than these other cars that are built by really big shops, man. So cool stuff, man. But it would be cool, man, if like you had like, you got your YouTube, so YouTube is great. So hopefully some of my people will see the YouTube, and it'll get more followers, man. But again, this is awesome work, man. Really good work and great paint, and yeah, man, it's good stuff, man.
So because I don't have money to start a big workshop, so I just start with small money. I have just small money, so I just buy some basic tools, basic paint, spray gun, and everything. But in the future, maybe if I have keep saving some money, I will build the just a small paint room. I will build the paint room. But now I don't have money to do that, because I put the price on that labor work for the customer. I put the price for the customer like cheaper than the big workshop does, because my workshop just small workshop. But before that, I was like, I'm not confident about the result. Like people who paint in a big workshop has result, good result, but I don't think my result will be good as the better that big workshop does, because I just do in my backyard. But after people see my result, it's like, oh, it's that good. Where did you do the paint? in my
Yeah.
backyard. So so they like, oh, seriously?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just
So
see the
right, see right,
result.
so right there, like you see, if one, it only takes one person. It only takes one person to validate your work, and somebody did. So that's the biggest thing. I understand too. Again, this, like, for my business, is a 6 year, and like when you first start, of course, you can't, the first year you can't make your prices the same as like Top Secret or the
Yes,
big shops, because they've been Top Secret is like 30, 40 years. And even
yes,
though now, I mean, my work, I do the same engine work, building and everything, but I had to, when I first started, I had to do the price like $3,000, $4,000 cheaper so I can get the customer. But now 6 years, now some customers don't come as much because my price I put up.
yes,
Because now I don't do like for my shop, for example, if you see some of my stuff, I don't do like oil change and like brake jobs. I'm doing engine building and really big stuff.
yes,
So I tell the customer I'm not interested in doing oil change, because my goal is to show Japanese that American can make Japanese cars in Japan. So yeah, man,
yeah,
your work is
yeah,
good. Your work is good. I'm telling you, from a shop owner to the work I see. I mean, right there, from before to after, man. It's just either good work or bad work, and you guys are doing really good work. You're not like doing fiberglass and Bondo for everything like you do your metal work, because some guys will take Bondo and stick Bondo in there and then smooth it out and paint, and then
yes,
when you knock on a car, you hear metal, 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 then
yeah, yeah,
ting, 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 then thud. So
yeah, 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 yeah. Because I don't like Bonder too much,
yeah,
because it will it's like maybe in 1 week or one month, customer will happy on that result, but after
yeah,
in some time, maybe in one years or 2 years,
yeah,
they will come off.
yeah,
So I don't want using too much Bondo on the
yeah,
body. So
yeah.
I cut the panel, I cut the metal, I weld the metal.
Yeah, see, man,
That
that's good.
was,
It's good work, man. That's good work right
but
there.
that was also not too expensive, because I didn't replace the parts in the entire part. I just
Mm,
replaced the damaged part.
right,
So
right.
it can be
So like
cheaper
the
than
outer skin, because there's the outer, for people who don't know, for the body work you have, got for example, the door, you have an outer skin, the
yes,
inner skin, and then like
yeah,
stuff like
okay,
that. So yeah, pretty much the outer skin and stuff like that. So it's still, man, for the customer, again, these guys, what they're paying you, they're getting a much better product than if they went to somebody else who just put Bondo, or they just put metal and screw, like wood screw or something like that. So
yes, yes,
it's real good work, man. So I, definitely, that's the biggest thing for all shop owners is, once you get that, confidence into your work, which I know you're seeing, and the people sharing the Porsche around, man, that shows you right there that people are like, oh man, this is cool, man. So it takes like, it's kind of like YouTube or whatever videos. Like I have 700 videos on my YouTube, and I've been doing this since 2006. And
yes,
I kind of like, oh man, I don't want to post anymore, because it's getting like, I take time to edit. I got good cars, and then I don't get views because other people are doing stupid videos. Like the one guy who, he takes the GTRs and he breaks them up and he busts the windows, and
yes,
it's stupid, man. Like, you're building these cars and this guy is destroying a GTR for 1 million views on YouTube. I think is dumb. And
yes,
you don't have parts, and you're waiting on parts, and this dude just breaks it, takes the engine and drops it on the hood of the car. It's just, so I was like, I don't want to make these type of stupid videos for YouTube. So,
yes,
but it takes one video, and then after that, people will see. So for me, I know cappuccino is going to be, I think a lot of people, oh shit, man.
yeah. Because
So it's gonna be doing. It's gonna do a
so
wheelie.
it's so crazy. Yeah. I mean, so crazy because this. I know the cappuccino is like small,
Yeah,
really
dude.
small car with the big engine on it.
Yeah.
So it's not, because I don't know how to the drivetrain, how to
So
the
yeah,
suspension
yeah,
hold that power,
yeah. So
because I don't
so the
I don't know.
suspension, yeah, suspension is going to be my. I'm making a custom suspension, so it's all my own company. So of course the suspension and springs is the biggest thing because the engine bent so big. So the front coilover is going to be like almost probably 30 kilograms spring stiffness because it has to hold the weight of the engine. So the springs will be there, and then the drive. So I used a weaker transmission because the W58, is smaller than the R154, and so it's smaller. So my drive shaft it's going to be maybe this big. So there's no U joint. Just I put it in and then put it to the diff and bolts, and that's it. So there's no drive shaft U joint. It's just maybe this big drive shaft.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's gonna.
So crazy.
I'm really excited to get to it because I can't imagine
Yeah.
400 horsepower.
Because sometimes I want build my dream project for only for me, but back to life, because I have to keep my family living.
Right.
To keep my workers and my staff, feed my wife.
Yeah.
I have wife also. I have wife. So I just like oh yes, customer first. So I do for money first, because I have to keep living.
Right. Same.
So
same.
Yeah,
Same.
because I'm not the rich guy who can spend time and spend money on big project, throw money in that
time,
project.
Yeah,
wasting time and wasting money. I cannot do that, because I have to keep living for working and make project for customers. So maybe in the future I will build one more Porsche replica using VW Beetle chassis, because I want to build this time. I build mostly front engine rear wheel drive version, because the basic was like Mazda 323 familiar. So in the next project I will build the new Porsche replica, but in the real engine. So I will put EJ 25 or EJ 22 engine on that chassis. So it will has VW chassis with the Porsche body and Subaru engine on it.
Right.
Twin turbo.
The EJ engine is
22.
easy to get over there?
No, not really, because I have to find in Malaysia.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what. So my junkyard in Japan, like, and where I'm at, is nothing but Subaru. So I can go to the junkyard and get a EJ20 for $500. Like it's
wow,
yeah. So
so cheap.
Yeah, he sends the engines to Malaysia because that's where they go. So yeah, man. So this Subaru, I don't really care for them too much, and then I started building them and everything. But I got the Subaru just to kind of get more customers, so I built that one Subaru truck. And EJ20, man. So when I need a Subaru part, I can just go right there and pick it up like right now, because there's so many EJ20s in a junkyard. Like Subaru is like a trash car here. Like nobody uses them. So yeah, man. Like let me know, man. I get EJs pretty quick, pretty easy, and I can ship it. I can ship parts worldwide. So we can talk offline about that. And but it's probably cheap. So Malaysia is definitely closer to Indonesia.
Yeah.
So it's
because you cannot ship to my country, because it will be banned in the custom.
Yeah. So it's better to go to Malaysia.
Yeah, better ship to Malaysia. Then I asked my friend in Malaysia, because I saw workshop in Malaysia. I have friend in Malaysia. I help him running his workshop. So every in first month, in 1 or 5 October,
right.
In the next month, I will go to Malaysia to do some small project in a 10 day or 15 days. So after I do the project, I bring some some part back to my workshop in Indonesia. So I do a lot of trip like that.
Okay.
In the future.
That's good, man. That's good. So I didn't know like the network you had. So that's good. You got a guy there and everything. So this is for the guys who didn't see. This is the I haven't the video is like 2 years old now, but that's the 1J sitting in the cappuccino. And when I did the test fit, and this is before I cut the I didn't really cut the firewall on the last one, so it's showing right there. This is I didn't really cut. So now on the new one, it'll be fully cut out. And then before I cut it, I have to make sure all of the. So this one, I got another cappuccino because the one in the picture here on the video, that was too much rust, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to start with a rusty body because I needed to be as strong as possible so it doesn't twist. So I bought another cappuccino with no rust, and I got to do all of the. Before I make any cuts, I got to make everything because when you make a car, if you cut it and weld it, it'll be twisted. And so it has to be all before I make any big cuts. I got to put the roll cage in it, run the extra metal sidebars. Then I can cut the whole center out and push it back. So essentially, the transmission is going to be like almost behind me. Like the shifter is going to be kind of behind my back, and I got to move it up. So I got to move the shifter. I got to make a shifter to bend it forward.
Yeah, but you bend the stick like that.
Yeah. So,
like I did with the Cobra.
Yeah.
Because that Cobra has Datsun chassis on it. So basically Cobra was like a roadster car, right?
Yeah.
Because they have a long bonnet on it, long front bonnet.
Right.
And the passenger sit on the back side of a normal sedan car. So I have to cut the firewall, make the steer move backward.
Right.
And I am also the pedal and also the brake pedal, everything. I move back to exact position. So but the problem is I cannot move the gearbox.
Yeah.
Because the gearbox sitting in there. So I made like how to do that. So I just make the stick bend like this. So the stick will bend a little bit from the original position to my high hand like in here.
And the shifting is feels natural or.
Shifting is feel natural, but it's weird to see the stick come from the underneath the car.
That's where I'm holding the engine. That's the that's the K6A, man. It's like you just holding the engine in your hand. But it's crazy how an engine that size, 660 cc's, they make like they really fast, man. Like I drove a cappuccino, and it seems for so small it makes good power. Like it's really instant boost and everything. So it was like I got it. That's the EJ25 block right there, sitting on that thing right there. So
that is your shop or?
Yeah, that's my shop.
Oh, it's so big.
Yeah, it's my shop.
So big.
Yeah,
it's so big in here. We just like small seed.
Yeah, this is my second shop. My first shop was a little smaller, and then I got I found this place. So in Japan, like I said, this video is 2 years ago. So now I got dirt bikes there. So it's all these dirt bikes right there now and go karts. So I want to do I have kids, and I want to do the electric go karts. So I'm gonna so many projects, man, between my son's stuff and my stuff and everything. So definitely, man, like the cool thing is like you're in Indonesia. And you're doing your builds there, and then I'm in Japan doing stuff here. So it's like people in Canada, people in Germany, so everybody all over the world. The cool thing is like language doesn't matter. Like I can come to your shop and I don't speak Indonesian, but we don't need to really talk to understand. Oh, I need you to cut this or do this or it's
like
international. Yeah. And then I will learn. How to speak. You say, hey, give me this or give me that, and all over the world. We all do the same thing, so that's a cool thing, man. Car guys are car guys all over the world. Motorcycle guys are motorcycle guys all over the world, man. So, but yeah, man, I don't want to keep you too much longer, man, because it's getting late on my end too, and I have to do some stuff, and I gotta go to Tokyo and everything, man. But yeah, man, I just want to speak to you, and then you know, I just want to learn again. I want to learn more about you, and hopefully, you know, my people that watch my videos will get to see your stuff, and that's my whole goal with everything is networking and different things, and even like your people on your YouTube seeing my stuff, because we got so many different things going on. So it's YouTube is big, and then it's like, oh, you know that guy, then like, oh yeah, I seen the video and all that stuff.
Because before that, I was your fan.
Yeah,
I was your fan because you are a drifter, famous drifter in in Malaysia and in Japan, or in I see some stuff. You drift with S13, black S13, right?
Yeah.
Well,
black S13. Well, my car was S13. It had black S13 with the pink wheels. So they're pretty much all my cars are all the same, like the same. Black and pink is like my scheme or whatever, man. But I got a lot of, like that video I just played. Half those cars I don't have anymore. I sold them to make money and everything. So that's one thing, you know, with the business. You know, help keeping my family and everything. I had to sell a lot of cars because it does for, you know, you have a wife and you know, so it's like you know, same thing, man. We have to do to make sure our wives are happy and stuff like that, man.
Yes, because we are still have to keep living.
Yeah. So that's, you know, it's all over the world, man. So like again, man,
we are same.
Yeah,
because cars has to be expensive. We have to keep looking for parts, tires, and money costs everything to just drifting one car. So sometimes we sell our hobby for living. Sometimes we sell our stuff for living. It's so normal. It's so normal. So people like us doing that stuff.
So and that's another thing too. Like so drifting is kind of what I use to notarize my shop. But I do rally, time attack, and different forms. So time attack is actually my next event is going to be Tsukuba Circuit. Because time attack and street guys are actually my customers, drifters. I'm building one drift car right now for a customer, and one car in 6 years. So if my shop was for drifters, I wouldn't have business, because, you know, drifters are, if you're going to drift a car, you're going to crash, and you have to learn how to do. So body work, I learned how to do my own body work and welding and painting by being a drifter, because always crashing. So I had to do fiberglass, had to make the bumper, have to do the, you know, I just crashed my car 2 weeks ago. So, you know, I just hammer it and use the hydraulic press to make it come out, and use the slide hammer and pull everything out. So, but I don't offer body work for customer, because body work is, again, very hard to do. You know that.
Hard to do.
Yeah. So but my work is engine building and performance, turbo tuning and stuff like that. So I really, you know, really a lot of respect, man, for the work you do, because body work, I believe body work is harder than engine tuning to be.
Maybe from people who work body, engine also complicated.
So it's like saying,
we are so we are in a different situation.
Because even with paint, it's like even with go. So
like this, because I was in art school before I do the casting.
Graphics, right.
Graphic. I was graduate in a graphic design school in the college. I do graphic. I do painting. I do sculpting. I do everything. Product design.
So Autologi. So you do your own logo?
Yeah, I do logo. Nice. I do on marketing stuff, like something like that, and I also do the graphic livery on race car.
Okay.
Before that, I was working in a company who work in the car stuff, but I just do in the graphic design. I do the livery, I do the car graphic and something stuff like that. So now I do for myself.
Okay, yeah,
I do for
yeah,
myself.
that's nice, man. That's like that's that's a cool thing. I think that's one that's cool because I think a lot of car people are like into tech. So for me, computer repair. Before I got into cars, I built computers. I did graphics, video.
Yes.
So all my video, everything edit. So you see all the animated text, all of the videos. Like it's easier now, like a lot of people can download an application and make like an animated file. So it's like, oh, I'm a designer. Like, no, you just download the app and it's not, you're not like really. So like you make the Autologi and the A and all that stuff from scratch. And
yes.
It's pretty cool, man. And it seems like I like it because it stands out. It's something that I haven't seen before, and it is combining different things there. So it's nice to be able to do your own editing. You have to pay anybody for make the library and make the. So I like that's a skill I did for my library for my last car. I did contract it out to one of my buddies because I was like, hey man, just make something cool. I don't care, and show it to me. Then he made it, and I paid him like $200 for that. But yeah, man. So I know you do that now, so maybe I have to pay you for some work, man.
You can
man.
contact me. I can help you with that stuff
because everybody's busy, man.
Yes. But I am a typical of I was hard worker. So in the day I work with the cars. In the midnight I work with the computer. In front of the computer I do sketching. I do design for my product for my friend, or my friend still ask me to do my old job because I was graphic design in graphic design company like 10 years,
right?
Longer than I do the car. So I know lots of about the branding, about the design, about the everything in the graphic design and in video editing also. Because in the video in the my YouTube channel I do the video editing by myself.
Yeah, I can see, man. I can see.
I just put the meme on that. Some with stuff. So people will entertain watching that stuff. Not get boring. Watching that stuff. So I basically I have many video on my computer waiting to edit. But the time I just edit the video on midnight. So maybe I will do more video on my YouTube channel, because before that my YouTube channel is like random YouTube channel. I put the everything randomly, and on that you can see still mess up. For the playlist or everything, but in the future I will set my channel to automotive channel for sure.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. It's the same thing. Seemed like my YouTube was the first like I had like I had gaming stuff, and then I took all the gaming stuff and made it. So now I have 4 YouTube channels. I got one for martial arts, one for cars, and like I call it Pinku Style TV because I got the podcast and car stuff, and now I got into dirt bikes, so I got motorcycles, but the gaming stuff I kind of like. I have a gaming channel, then I got the music channel where I do only music because I make my own music and stuff like that too. So, but yeah, man, I think this is one common thing with a lot of car guys, especially in America. A lot of car guys are into like IT, designing, networking, computer stuff. Like, so it's kind of cool that. I don't know many car people that's not into some form of computer or something, and it's like so one of my guys make like for Assetto Corsa, he makes like the designs and stuff like that, and then my other guy makes the courses, and I tried to do but like Assetto Corsa simulation, man, making those tracks, man, that's hard work, man. One guy I just met, they spent 2 years making Osaka. It was like, dude, that's every day, all day, just programming and drawing and animation. It's hard work, man. So definitely designing, when you get to that level, is like I say, it's better to pay guys like you or pay professional guys who've been doing it for a long time, because it's easier for you guys to make. So like for like this design For example, like
Yes.
my wife,
Yeah.
my wife's sister daughter. She was 16, and she hand drew all of this.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So she Japanese anime. So she draws all day anime, and I was like, can you make something? And I got her an iPad tablet. Which iPad you can draw on? I forgot. It's like the iPad Pro, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I got her the iPad for her birthday, and she drew. In 5 minutes, she drew like this person.
Lots of
from
people
scratch
in Japan.
Yeah.
Draw like something like that, because before that I also draw something like that in my art school.
Yeah.
But I get lost in life in like 10 years working in office.
Right.
Go to office in 7 in morning and back to home in 5 in the evening.
Yeah.
It's just like I feel it's not my life.
Right.
Because I do also hobby in the graphic design, but in the industry, if we do the things for the hobby, the time is like freezing.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I do the graphic design for hobby. It's like I lost time.
Yeah.
I do like 2 days not sleeping. It's good.
Yeah.
But if I do in office, it's like pressure from boss, pressure from everything, like deadline.
Time goes slow
when
you. Time goes slow.
So slow.
Yeah, it's like you look at the clock. It's like 11:30. Then only 12:30. Yeah, man.
Something like that. So I lost in life. It's like 10 years. So maybe after the pandemic, I quit. And I'm not quit my job, but I get fired because pandemic is like everything messed up.
Right.
So I get fired from my company. I was working before. So I am unemployed in after the pandemic. I was unemployed, but I keep thinking how to survive, how to continue my life in the pandemic situation, because everything locked up, the business, everything cannot can run the business, because pandemic, the money, if we open the new business in pandemic, it's so stupid ideas.
Right.
So I'm trying to survive in the first years of pandemic, and in the second years of pandemic, I keep trying to survive. So after the everything getting better, I was working in small project in the my old client told me to make the graphic design stuff, something like that. So I work with that a little bit, saving some money. So I reopened my business, reopen my shop, reopen everything from the small amount of money, because I run that money so tight, because everything have to keep living. So I put the small amount of money buying tools, and after next month I get profit from that. I can continue buying other stuff. So now hopefully in the future we can buy some pen booth, pen room, because I need that. Because I don't want to be painting in the small garage like this.
Right. Yeah, dust.
Maybe
so,
dust and everything will come up to paint. But it can be done with some polishing, something like stuff like that. But it took time.
Right. Yeah. Definitely, man. But it's all good, man. Because like I say, the lot of what happened is when we level up and we get a small one car. So for me, it was like 5-6 years, one car garage, one car. Like it's so small, I can't open the door. I have to park. I gotta park the car, or if I'm gonna work on the right side of the car, I gotta move the car all the way over. And then I went from a 4-car, and now I have I can fit in my garage with my lifts, maybe about seven cars. But yeah, man, it's. But one thing is crazy. It's gonna happen to you when you get bigger place. You're gonna work like you're still in a small garage. So when I'm building an engine, I have everything around me, and I'm like, oh man, I got space. So I moved the cart away from me, and I'm working like this, and I got the engine right there, and then because you get used to working in a small space, and then I got all this space now, you know. But space is relative because you got space, and then you put a car lift, then you put this, and now you don't have space. So now I feel like I don't have space again because I have 3 car lifts, and now it's getting and I keep everything clean too, man. So anyway, man, I'm very excited for the future, and like I said, you guys are working hard, and no telling who's going to message you next. So I think you're doing proper. Like, it's easy for people. They get excited and they say yes. And then you end up wasting money, you end up wasting time. And then some people, they want to do stuff for free all the time. So they want you to, hey, man, maybe some big YouTuber in Indonesia or Malaysia wants you to build a car for them. Then they're going to show on YouTube. And then you don't get no money. And it's like, I don't want to do that. So.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, people ask.
Yeah.
I have that situation because after my stuff getting viral on internet,
right.
and everything send me message to me. Everyone send me message. So one YouTuber, I have one local Indonesian YouTuber call me like, hey man, I have viewers for you. I can promote your business. Can you do my work for free or something?
No.
I said, yeah, I do need view for my project, but I have to keep living, because if you send me the car and I build the car for free, how about my staff? How about my family? I can live.
Yeah.
I can getting money from for them to keep living. So it's so funny.
No, you can't do that.
So I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So that happens to anybody who, good decision. And also, man, again, I think the fact that you think about your staff and stuff like that is, again, like I said before, really good, because so many people get selfish. And as soon as they get they get a little bit famous, they change, and then they in America we call the head is getting bigger, and now with YouTube, that's what is a lot of people who they get a lot of YouTube followers. Then you go to the car meet, then they don't want to speak to you, or it's all it's all everywhere. Indonesia, America, Germany,
everywhere,
same.
People change when they getting famous or getting rich.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like that, because I'm not money oriented guy.
Good.
So I do maybe I can sell that Porsche for high price.
Right.
Maybe now I sell for like fair price, low price, but I can get profit, small profit, only 10 or 5% from that work, the profit.
Right.
So maybe if I am selfish, I am a money oriented guy, I can sell that for 2 or 3 times more expensive than I before.
Right.
So I don't want to be my replica cars too expensive, because my goal is like I want to build a dream cars with the affordable price, because if I build the cars if in the low price, everyone can buy that.
Right.
Everyone can have this Hachiroku in here, because a lot of people like me, like we just regular guys. I don't have a lot of money on my bank account. So definitely, if I wait for like saving money, I can buy this for 13 years or so. So it's so hard to me to keep my money saving for buying this real Hachiroku.
Right.
So people people in the world,
Hachiroku is expensive everywhere.
Yeah, so expensive today.
Japan, America, everywhere is expensive, man.
Even in Japan, today, Hachiroku price is like skyrocketing.
Yeah, crazy.
So crazy. So maybe people like me, little boy like me, or kids who growing up, see the anime, see the Initial D movie. They have dream. They have a dream, and they want to own that this Hachiroku, but they don't have money enough to buy the real one. Yeah. So I have a goal. I want to build this Hachiroku with the same looking as the original, but in the cheaper price.
Yeah.
So that's just my dream.
Right.
Just my goal. So I don't want to sell this replica Hachiroku too expensive.
Right.
Even I can, because people will appreciate this work, because this is like 19% closely to real Hachiroku. Yeah. The only thing different is just if you open the engine, it has 4K engine on it. Hachiroku has 4AG on engine. It has 4K, because this was like all Toyota engine.
Right. No, that's see, and that right there, man. You know, it's from business to business. That's a lot of people. If you ask them what's their goal, like I have my goal. I said I wanted my goal in my driving in Japan is to essentially, I mean, outside, you know, providing for our family and our wives. That's we don't have to say that because automatic. That's the you know, we have to do that. But my goal is to provide the same. I provide service that matches the top shop shelves, but I'm not charging, because Japanese overcharge for everything. So I can do a job and do a good job, and I make money for my family, and to, you know, where I'm not working under, but I'm still $6,000 cheaper than another shop.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, I'm like, hey, and I'm showing them I can do the same work you do for a fraction of the price, and I'm American in your country. So it's a lot of different things, and then the driving, you know, driving skill matching too. And a lot of people don't have a goal when they have business, and that's why the business never really goes up. It just kind of keeps going in a circle. And the important thing too, you said you're not money oriented, and that's fine. But the thing about it, because you are like that, the money's going to come anyway, because customers are going to come. Then it'll start, you know, leveling up. So that's the best way, because so many business people, they get wrapped around, they want to make the most money, and then they start, you know, taking shortcuts. Then they start stealing.
I don't like that.
They start stealing money from customers. They start cheating customers, and then now your business is finished. Nobody want to go there, and then you close. So you're doing a great job, man, because you got your wife, so you balance there. You have your shop staff and your shop helpers that's working for you, and then you have like your goals. So it's gonna don't worry about the money, man. Trust me, man. It's gonna come. Like, cause overnight, from my business, I'm like, you know, it's gonna, trust me, man. You're gonna start seeing, something's gonna click, and the Porsche that's the one. People going to start, hey, man, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then next thing you know, you're booked into the whole year already. You don't have time for other customer. And then other customer, when they see that your schedule is full, then they're going to wait. So my waiting list is now almost 6 months of customers waiting for, you know, engine building. So it's going to be good, brother. Like, you're doing a great job. And again, we're gonna I want to do another podcast, maybe 1 month, 2 months from now, to kind of check in, and I would like to talk to you as frequent as possible to see how the business is going, and we can share projects and ideas and things like that. Because yeah, man, I really respect and like what you do over there, and I will hope the pandemic seems like it's finished. I don't know. Japan is opening back up, but I really want to travel, and I don't want to leave Japan because when I come back, I got to be quarantined and all this crap. So, yeah, but I really want to visit. I never been to Indonesia before, and I really like to travel, meet you, and see how it is there, and do some YouTube videos.
Maybe we can meet in Japan, because
Yeah.
I will go to Japan. It's like maybe in end of the year.
Okay, yeah. Just let me know. Just let me know. Message me on Facebook and let me know just the time schedule. And I can. So like for example, tomorrow I'm in the Misawa, Japan right now. So that's about 8 hours north of Tokyo. Tomorrow this time I'll be in Yokohama, and so I travel a lot. So I gotta take some cars down to Yokohama, Saitama, and then I gotta pick up some cars from the port in Yokohama and everything. So I travel. Sorry about that. I travel all the time, Tokyo and Osaka always. So wherever you're in Japan, I'm pretty sure I can be there and we can meet up and have lunch, have dinner. And yeah.
Okay. Maybe we will see. We will meet in Japan.
For sure. If you come, we're gonna meet.
Okay. Yeah. Because I have project with Japanese Japanese guy who I met him in Malaysia.
Yeah.
He talked to me. Can you do bodywork, something like that, and replica? So I will definitely join him to be in his project.
Awesome,
in Japan.
Awesome.
They do Lotus.
Lotus. Okay.
Yeah, Lotus in Japan. Lotus is like fiberglass body. But they manufacture in Malaysia. So I will come to Malaysia. I will build the body and ship to Japan.
Oh, nice.
For Japan market. But it's still long way. Because it's so still like my plan. I have to keep in my front door. I have to keep working on current project. I have to finish this first. So maybe in the end of the years, maybe I will visit Japan.
Awesome. But whatever the time frame is, I've been here 15. I've been in Japan 15 years.
So you are still foreigner, or you are Japan
residents, yeah. So I have so I was military for 6 years, and then I got out and I did the government contractor. Then after that I got married, and then I have a Japanese visa. So yeah, man, I'm never going back to America to live. Like my home is.
You're definitely Japanese guy.
Yeah. So I'm like we call this kokojin. So like speaking Japanese, and I call other foreigners gaijin. So it's like it's like baka gaijin. So it's like, and then I speak Japanese. So yeah, I need to learn more Japanese because I have 5 kids, and my kids speak all Japanese. And I'm like wakarinai. I don't know what you're saying, so I speak. So yeah, but it's pretty cool, man. But again, Yogi, man, it's been a great time talking. Awesome podcast, man. And again, I look forward to meeting up with you at some point, either in Japan, Indonesia, and yeah, man. Again, just keep doing your thing, and again, man, it's good, man. It's good. I see your business really going up, and soon, man, you're gonna.
Hope so.
Yeah, trust me, man. People don't work this hard and do the work you do and not get noticed and not get seen. You keep doing the same thing, and then eventually, if you're doing like bad work, it's not going to work, but your work is really good, and you have the goals, and like I said before, when you're not worried about, like you say, you have the great keys because you're not worried about like, let me sell the Porsche for this, and then let me sell this. And then now you're going to have your customer, maybe there's going to be 5 people who can buy the Porsche for the high price. But if you sell for the medium price, then there's now 30 people that can buy the car. So it's a good idea. So, for example, I got a Skyline, and I could sell the Skyline for 17, 18K US, but I'm going to sell it for 12 because I got a bunch of cars, and I don't need to make all my money on one car, and I'd rather take some money, small money, and versus trying to make, 20K, 30K, because there's only a few people that can spend that money. Then I can sell a car in 2 weeks, and I can take the money and put 2,000 into this car and buy another car and start over. So that, speaking of goals, that's actually my goal. Is within 2 years, I don't want to work on customer cars anymore. I just want to build cars and sell them. That's it. I don't want to really some customer it was a really big job, I will do it, but I want to just buy a car from S13 frame and then put the suspension, engine build, rebuild the car fresh, and then sell it and then start over. So take 2 months, build that car, sell it, and build another car for 2 months and sell it. And I can essentially, in 1 year, I can make 4 cars, and that'll pay for my whole year of work. And that way, it's like we don't have a boss again, because the customer is not our boss. But you know what I'm saying? When we working on the car, it's like while we're working on the car, the customer is kind of like, they checking on the car. Then we got to say, we're going to be finished next week, or something happened, or I got to paint again because I got dust in the paint. And I don't want a customer like over me like this. Like, you finish it. So I just want to build a car, sell it, and then money, and then give my wife some money. Then she buys stuff, and then
I do have goal like that, because now I cannot sell my Porsche in the ready unit, because I don't have money for the build.
Right.
So I do the order, like pre-order. So people will send me deposit for me to buy the material or something.
Right.
So I built the car in 6 months, and they pay again after the body work and everything finished. But in the future, if I have money, I have I can make the stuff, everything complete built, and sell them for complete unit, because that will much easier than I do a pre-order.
Right. Yeah, man. I think, trust me, man, it's like, again, so it's hard to see, like, and even for me, like, for my business, like, I'm like, man, I feel like, I want to do so much more stuff. And then people come visit a shop, like, oh man, you got an NSX, you got an S2000, and you got an Art Skylines. And I'm like, yeah, man, but whatever. I want to build Cappuccino 1J now, and I'm not thinking about the NSX. So I got the NSX. I bought an NSX body for $2,800, 2,000 US roughly, and I'm going to put an H22 engine in it. So the transmission is going to be kind of like the Porsche, where it's like reverse inverted shifting. So because I was trying to think how to make the shifting linkage, because you got to make the linkage go in a U shape and then shift it. It's too hard. So I'm like, I'm just going to invert the pattern just like the Porsche. So reverse will be, over into the, the up and left.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just better to do that, and then make sure I put the shift logo there. First gear is down here. So
Everything in the reverse.
Yeah. So you're like,
so normal people will confuse.
Yeah. So you got to make sure there's a big shifts logo there. So first gear is down here, second gear is first reverse. So I'm gonna put an H22 turbo in that, and it's because the C30 engine is like $6,000 plus to make it manual. It's like $6,000 more. So I can get a H22 for $2,000 and then do the wiring, and then also is smaller engine, 4-cylinder, and it's easier to do the maintenance on it versus the V6, and then the C30, I don't know. C30 is not like it's not like an all-time great engine. Everybody says like RB26 or 2JZ or 4G63 it sounds cool, but it's not like a high crazy horsepower engine. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I got NSX is sitting over there with trees and grass, everything right now. So I gotta get over there. But again, Yogi man, again. So your company is Autologi
Yeah.
Autowerks.
Yeah.
So they got
Yeah.
right there, and then of course the guys can find you guys find you on Facebook, and I'll put everything down in the description so they can find you. Your personal profile, the
Yes.
YouTube channel, which is Autologi as well, that'll be on there, and then of course you guys can find Yogi at Instagram. So Autologi, everything's there. Of course you can link to his other stuff there for the graphics and different things there. So we'll be working together. And again, guys, I'm just happy to meet up with Yogi and talk to him about his business and everything, and then see the work again, guys. Everybody got we all got different life paths, but one thing, Yogi in Indonesia, same thing, man. It's the same process where, like you said, he lost himself for 10 years, and he's going to work every day, and the boss is, he don't want to do the work there, and you can slowly pull out, and then you get to a point where you can actually separate completely and do your own thing. So there's nobody out there saying you have to do the same thing for 20 years that you don't want to do. And again, resources, man. Like I know some of you guys watching this might have a bigger garage than me, or bigger garage than Yogi, but we make better cars because we have vision, and it doesn't matter how big your garage is, how big your paint booth is, how many tools you got. If you don't know how to use it, or you don't know how to think, and I'm pretty sure Yogi's the same way. I can look at a chassis, and then I can build it mentally in my head without even doing anything, and then when we get to it, all the pieces just like line up. So like you put a like I just did a MR2 power steering pump for the first time, S13, and where it looks like OEM, like it was meant to be there. Toyota power steering, power steering assistance into the S13 RB26. So it's all these different parts, and it looks like it's factory. So it's because we can see and we know how to bend pipes and make things work, and routing, and we can make brackets and stuff like that. So guys are there again, man. Take advantage of your stuff, man, and then also appreciate what you have out there. And because somebody else definitely could want what you want and everything. And like I said, Yogi's doing a good thing where he's making affordable kit cars for guys there who would never be able to afford a real Apex Torino, so they could buy the next best thing, a replica. And I think personally it's cooler. I would drive your car. I would much rather drive your car than I don't care about like Ferraris. I don't care about Ferraris, man.
Because the first thing is like people will have my Porsche, like it's not really Porsche. I never said that was Porsche. Because I never said that was Porsche, right. Because Porsche is like brand.
Right.
I don't sell imitation product to looks like original to sell the pride. No, I sell the product with my own style.
Right.
So I didn't say that Porsche. I said that just 964 Mazda.
Right. No, it was Yogi was for me and everybody else is very clear what it is. It's just unfortunately, man, you get that many shares, it's always going to be somebody who's jealousy, and they just they I don't know why, like this. Oh man, they can't say awesome car. It's not Porsche, or I don't believe you didn't change the body, or this and this. Like, dude, it doesn't matter what it is. He's driving it. He said clearly it's a kit car. So you those type of people, man, don't, I seen your response, and you were like, hey, check, send me a message and I'll send you the pictures. Those type of people, man, don't waste your time trying to prove, they just, even after you send the pictures to them, they're still going to be like, oh, I still don't believe you, man. Like, dude, so what? Your team knows, and everybody in Indonesia knows what you guys did. So, don't worry about those stupid people out there, because you can't help it. It's people who telling me I can't do the cappuccino, and they like, so what I'm going to do when I build it, I'm going to go back to the 3 years ago, and then I'm going to highlight their picture like, oh, he can't do it. The cappuccino goes dry. It's like,
because people won't believe the cappuccino with 1JZ engine on it. It's so huge.
I gotta put a wheelie bar, so it's gonna be doing like a wheelie down the track, like driving like this. So I know that I can probably make the car do a wheelie when I hit the acceleration, because it's like so small. So the cool thing about the cappuccino, because it's so small, I can do a really wide body and it still fits on the truck because it's not like a RX-7 wide body or a super wide body. In Japan, you know, the carrier trucks. So you have to put the small wheels because the wheels are too wide to roll onto the truck because they're so wide. So it can't fit on the truck. So you got to put like the donut wheels, the little skinny wheels, and then you get to the track and you put your big wheels on because they like the wheels are like 305 or they're 12-inch wide wheels. So the cappuccino I can make really wide and it's like still small. It's still smaller than RX-7 stock one. So
you will make the wide body on it.
Yeah, I have to. I gotta make that thing.
Maybe I can help with that.
Yeah, man. There's no way. There's no way I can make that. There's no way I can put that engine with the stock wheelbase. It would just be all over the place.
Yeah, so wild.
Yeah. So I gotta make that as wide as possible. Probably like a baby Porsche.
Baby Porsche.
You know, 12-inch wide wheels.
That's that will be good. Baby cappuccino.
So it's gonna be crazy, man. I can't
wait. I can wait for that project. So I'll definitely wait for that project finish.
Yeah. So if I sell, I got about 2 more major customer jobs. Well, 3 more, and then if I sell about 3 more of my cars, then I can take about 2 months off from customer and just straight 2 months onto the cappuccino, man. So if I get a solid 2 months uninterrupted, I can do the body work, the tuning, the engine, everything, and then ready for magazines. I don't. That's the thing now. I don't care about. I used to care about magazines. Now it's just like Instagram is better. Magazines. Nobody really. Nobody look at magazine no more. It's Instagram. So. By the times like Tokyo Auto Salon, it's not important anymore because before Auto Salon it was secret. So now all the cars at Tokyo Auto Salon, we see it on Instagram first, then Tokyo Auto Salon. So already it's not surprising anymore, like the new cars or the new builds, because you show it on YouTube and Instagram first. And so the magazine stuff is like changing now. So I used to sell magazines, but now I don't sell anymore because it's not. It doesn't matter. Man. So, but again, Yogi, man, hey, thank you for your time, and enjoy the time. What time is it there in Indonesia right now? You're
9 p.m.
Yeah, so man,
almost 9 p.m. in here.
It's 10 o'clock, so we're about an hour difference. Is 10:45. So I got my wife's plugging right now, so.
Don't worry. We can talk about cars.
Man.
Because if car guys meet each other,
they're always talking. They're
always talking in maybe
3 hours,
10 hours or one day. Complete one day talking about car and so something like that stuff. So if we didn't stop this podcast, maybe it will be 3 hours.
And I'm trying. My podcast is normally 3 hours, but I'm trying to make it like hour because it's. I'm trying to work on making them like an hour 40 because right now we're at hour 51, so we're definitely going to get out of here. But sometimes the timing. I have a lot of time. And my guests have a lot of time, and I don't mind 3 hours. It's fine, but it's just first time introduction, and next time maybe we'll do 3 hours, man. So we'll talk.
And this is my first podcast in my life.
Really?
Sure. This is my first podcast in.
Oh, man.
And also you are my big. I am big fan of you.
Oh yeah.
Before. Because you are drifter. You are in Japan. You do some kind of stuff that I cannot do because I don't have drift car before. Back in 7 years ago, I don't have drift car. So I admire your work, your hobby and something. I keep looking to people who living in my hobbies. Like someday I want to be like him. Someday I want to. So I see your car. I see your drifting or something like stuff like that. So maybe this time I will back into building my own drift car in next years, maybe in 2023. So I will make my dream come true.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, man. The cool thing. If you build it, let me know. Tell me what car it is, and then I'll see about sponsoring you some Pinku style coilovers, man. So I'll get you some coilovers there in Indonesia
Thank you.
for my company, man.
Thank
so
you.
that'll be cool. So you'll be the first person in Indonesia with Pinku style, my new coilovers. So yeah, man, this is cool, and like I say, man, it's great. Good to meet you, man. And again, thank you for the following, because a lot of times, so many people there, and so now what I got to do is I got to go on my Facebook friends list, and then like meet everybody, because I got 5,000 something people on the friends list, and then, the same thing, man. We all get busy, and life happens, and you're building your cars, and the thing is, every car guy, like I say, man, you meet, and it doesn't matter what. It's like we'll talk about cars all day, like you just said, and we all do the same thing. It doesn't matter. Indonesia, Germany.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where is car life in Brazil, car life in Jamaica, car life in Netherlands, Switzerland. It's all the same. It's like we all do the same thing, so that's a cool thing.
We are connected to each other.
So we're all waiting for parts. We're all trying to get the best price possible, and then we're all paying.
struggle in fail and everything, blow up engine or something like that.
We all,
same stuff,
man. So I'll tell you, man. Before I get out of here, like people thought it's actually harder to make a Japanese car in Japan than it is to make a Japanese car in America. Believe it or not, because in Japan, far as it doesn't matter where you at, Tokyo, Osaka, Misawa, everything is shipping. Everything, like so my store, I got like a lot of parts here, because if I'm making a car at 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to wait until the next day to buy a gasket. So I bought a lot of O-ring gaskets, or a lot of SR20 gasket or whatever. So people know me now for he has RB26 intake manifold gasket. So I have stock. So in Japan, they normally order everything. So in America, we can go to the store, and I want to buy radiator hose or thermostat or spark plugs. We can go in America. We can go get it and buy it right now and finish. Japan is very weird, man. So you got to order everything, and it takes 2 days or 2 weeks. So Japan is not really. It looks on the magazines and the video like it's faster, but it's Japan is very slow. They use a fax machine. So they still use fax machine for ship. No email, fax machine. So you got a fax
machine.
In
today's standard.
Every day.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't use it, but I got a fax machine, but I don't use it. So when you message,
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know, because Japan is like a huge country in huge high tech and everything, something like that.
No, that's it. Japan is not. It seems high tech, but it's not. Like email, they don't know how to use email. So when you email a Japanese person, they have a long email address, and so Japanese is like they use Line and WhatsApp, and so that's how they communicate. But so if I want to talk to HKS, I can email HKS, then they say, okay, please fax your order. Fax. You got to fax your order to HKS for camshaft or turbo. You can't email. You have to fax. That's how you order. Yeah. So 2022 fax machine. Yeah. Yeah.
I know new culture about Japan from you, from the people, American people who live in Japan.
Well, dude, when you come here, you're gonna be shocked. Like, I guarantee you, Indonesia. I guarantee you, Indonesia is more tech than Japan. Believe it or not. Like, far as like Japan is just really they're really like samurai style and really old style. Really, so it's like an old country with like smartphones. But it's really old style. So you got Tokyo, Shibuya, Osaka, Sendai, big cities, but outside of those big cities, it's this rice field farm. It's really old.
People don't see the only see the spotlight. Right.
Yeah.
Not see the outside the spotlight.
You don't see. So when you come and when when you visit your Japanese friend, I guarantee you he probably lives somewhere near a farm field or rice paddy, maybe, I'm not sure, but will be able to show you that. So yeah, in Japan, and for me, it's cool to visit Tokyo for like 1 time, 2 time, but after that, I don't go there. So it's better to go to like place where like it's just you and your wife, or you and your friends, or just by yourself. Because when you get to the big cities, there's a lot of gaijin, man. It's a lot of tourists, tourism, and it's just too many people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, when I visit some country, I don't go to the big main popular place.
Yeah.
I visit the countryside, and my friend, and on the village, on something like that. I live in his home or on the village area. So maybe you live in the countryside also in Japan.
Yeah, I'm in I'm way I got the beach, and I have like we have a lot of space, and it's up here is Japan is safe, but like my area is really safe because it's way up there, and it's just a lot of farm fields and stuff. So of course, if I gotta, for example, if I need a tool or something special that I don't have, I gotta go about 1 hour in town to buy it. But I can still, it's no problem. And Amazon too, it doesn't matter where you're at now because Amazon delivers everywhere. So if I gotta order something, I could go to Amazon. I have it the next day. So Amazon Prime, I just order that and everything.
Yeah.
And how's Amazon in Indonesia?
Yeah, I can order everything in online or Amazon or eBay or something like that. I can order that. But the problem is just in the custom area. That's just the main problem. I can order everything. On internet, but the problem is the shipping. Ship to Indonesia is so hard.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
That was the main problem. People in Indonesia want to build a replica car. So because people hard to buy the real one, they asked me to build the replica in the lower price than the original was. So it give me advantage sometimes. because if real car come to our country in the normal ways like US do or Japanese do, I cannot make the replica because people can buy the real one for cheap.
Yeah.
So there is good and bad news about the imports rules.
Yeah, so that's just kind of good. So it's probably that's for you. It's better that they can't, because if they change the rule to now all Hachirokus and Skylines or whatever can come, then it's probably people going to buy. You're correct. They're going to buy that then. So it's good. So it's kind of it's kind of strategic because I started my business. Before like 25-year rule of the Skyline. So that same year, so that was a gamble because all the Skyline people wanted engine rebuild, transmission overhaul. They want to get power. So that's why I launched, because if I start my business maybe 1 year before I start, then maybe I'm not going to survive because I don't have customers. So my first year was nothing but GTRs. Like every job was Skyline. So it was engine build, the Supras, and so because in America, the 25-year rule. So now the Chaser, so now the S15 soon, now the R34 soon. So I have like 4 R34s outside waiting for shipping, and
to US.
Yeah, to US, and all go to US. So they got their cars like 2-3 years ago, so it was cheaper. So now
higher
everything's
price,
high,
getting high.
So now you have to do is if you didn't get a Skyline or S15 or R34,
I do the Skyline also, the replica from the Nissan C0.
What's the car behind your other shoulder on the right side?
It was Toyota Cressida. Toyota Cressida is like a Mark II on Japan.
The 81, the J681.
I just do the restoration for that car because I still do some small job, because that job will keep me alive, keep me survive. Because if I don't do the small job, then I just focus to Porsche. My payment is like so long, because the Porsche is take times. Takes time to finish, takes time to pay everything, and also not every customer has money. If I finish the job, and then ask to the customer, hey, where my money? Not today. Maybe tomorrow. So I can survive my life.
That's
So,
why like actually that's what one of the things I do for my business is I tell the price. If it's going to take me, like, for example, I'm building a 300ZX Z32 engine right now, and he's cool, and everybody, what I do is if it's over a certain amount, I make the customer pay half the money up front. Because
same as me.
I pay, because I'm going to be working for 2-3 weeks. Then if I don't get no money, again, I can't buy food. I can't, it's like, so I can't
basic
wait.
Human survive.
So I can't wait until I'm going to be done in 3 weeks, and I don't want to rush. I was like, hey, I need to have money now, and then when I get done, almost always is always some more. So it's like a balance. So like I got to buy extra hose or spark plugs or something broken, like old piece or bolt, and then I add that onto the end. So yeah, I always, if it's over, for me, it's $5,000. I make them pay half the money. If it's under $5,000, then the job's going to be done in 3 days, and I can wait. But I make them pay. I make the customer pay half, and then if they can't do that, then I say it's better to wait, because if you can't pay half the money, that means you don't have any of the money. So if I finish like a job before, and then I think the one time I wait 4 days, and I was like, man, I really needed the money, so then I have to do other job and then other jobs, and I don't like that. I don't want to do engine bill, get paid. I can pay rent, and then next month. And, the best thing about it, like, I'm not sure your mindset, but for me, I just take it 1 month. Even though I'm thinking about 5 years, I just do 1 month at a time. I survived this month, so now I've been doing it for 6 years. So 1 month, then 1 month, then 1 month, then 1 month, then 1 month. Now September. Then I got October, November, December. So already Christmas time already, so... now almost 7 years coming up soon. So yeah, man, your business is going to be good, and trust me, man, we're going to be, I know. So you gotta, your work is good, man. So, maybe you're being modest, but for me, I would tell anybody in Japan, like, my work is as good as top secret. My work is as good as MCR. My work is as good as any shop in Japan. And the thing is, I don't care how popular a shop is. No Japanese guy would go to America and then make a shop. They wouldn't do that. they wouldn't. So I'm American. I'm the only American. Well, there's another guy now in Okinawa. So there's only 2 American performance shop legal in Japan, in the whole Japan. 2 guys. So, we already doing a major.
That's why you unique, so unique in Japan. That's like marketing tools for you.
Easy, dude. Like, this is what every day I wear this. I wear like, then I got the pink. Dude.
That was like your icon. You like big movie character. In the workshop.
Dude, when I go to something like when I go to Tokyo or I go to anywhere, I just walk around and like everybody like, oh, they like, oh, sugoi kokojin, and I say 90. Then I speak Japanese and they're like, oh, they shocked because I understand what they said. So yeah, they like, because I'm bigger than Japanese, so they like,
no, I know.
They like,
mostly people, American people, bigger.
So they don't know like movie actor, fighter. It's like, I do martial arts. They don't know sports. They don't know what I do, and then they know I'm not military. So then they see like the pink hair.
You are like the one character in Street Fighter game.
Oh, Barak.
No, I don't know exactly what, but I saw one character like you. I have a mohawk and hair and big arm.
Zangief.
No, I don't know what is his name, but I the first time I see you like you are like movie character or some kind stuff like that. So that will be maybe that will be good for you because that people will recognize you because that was your icon.
This guy.
Yeah, maybe that guy maybe yeah, he looks like that, like him.
Yeah, so that's what I was telling my wife, man. It's easy. It's easy when I go to like the the races. Like before I even get on the track, they already like they never see a black guy. They never see a black guy driving a Japanese car. They never see a black guy like you know, doing different things. So like anyway, when I go to like the track, they like, oh, I didn't know black people do that. So real quick, man, again, that's what I say, man. Now we're at 2 hours. It's all good. But the so for Indonesia, do you see any like black people over there or any black guys?
We have original black people in Papua, Papua West, East Indonesia.
Are they like military or something like that?
No, no. We in Indonesia we have multiple race because Indonesia like one island, one country with many island on it. So every island they has own skin like we like me typical Asia or like black guys mostly like Aborigine.
Got you.
You know Aborigine?
Yeah, Aborigine.
Yeah. Mostly like that in the Papua because Papua is close to Australia. So maybe they look like Aborigine in Australia.
Yeah. So when I come to Indonesia, they're gonna think I'm Aborigine or with a mohawk. Like
mostly for foreigner in Indonesia.
Aborigine are more darker than me. I'm like brown.
Yeah, darker than you. Yeah. You like African country people.
Yeah. Well, so the real African, like, because I'm African American, so the real like African from like Uganda or Nigeria, they're really dark skinned, like really because they look. You can tell a difference between, like, for me, I can tell a difference between Vietnamese, Korean woman, Chinese. I can see my wife's Japanese, so I know the difference of all, like,
between a Chinese woman and
Cambodia and Vietnam, kind of almost the same, kind of confusing, but Malaysian and Philippine, and like I can tell the difference like between all the women. You know, most guys think Asian, or they confuse the Chinese, Korean, and Japanese. They can't tell the difference because they're kind of close, but I can see the difference. But yeah, man, it's kind of like, but as far as like people, like black people, like it could be Jamaican, African American, African, or like Aborigine is totally like people that's totally different. And then maybe some people confuse some black people with like sometimes they'll see Indian or Pakistan. So Indian, Pakistan, kind of same, but yeah, man, it's kind of, but whatever. It doesn't matter for me, color.
Yeah, that doesn't matter what
we
color
like cars. Car people.
Yeah, we like cars. What doesn't matter what your language you talk, the region, the nation, or something like that. We just only we only car guys who connected in every war in the world, every country in the world. So we have same hobby, same thing that we do every day, some kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So awesome, no matter what it look like, you look like I don't care about you.
Yeah. No matter.
But you are Japanese guys, not. Yeah, definitely you are Japanese guy.
Yeah. So it's definitely. It definitely stands out, man. Well, again, Yogi, thank you for your time, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of here and get some rest and get everything stuff. But again, guys, like I said before, be sure to check out down in the description for all of Yogi's stuff. We're gonna put all everything down there for Autologi.
Thank you.
Put all that stuff there. You guys can click on it, follow Yogi, check out the work and everything. And again, if you want to do a collaboration with Yogi, definitely message him. But at the same time, don't ask him for like free stuff and nobody, man. Like, he works hard and. He's not going to build you a NASA rocket ship for some likes on YouTube. It's too much
Yeah.
work, man. You can't do
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
man. So don't ask them for
Yeah.
crazy stuff, man. Be respectful, and you know, business. If it's
Yeah.
going to be something like that, everybody should
Yeah.
be. It shouldn't be one person going up and another person
Yeah.
coming down. It should be both people going up the same time and together, not
Yeah.
trying
Together.
to use somebody to
Yeah.
step on top
Yeah.
of them. So
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that. So definitely do
Right,
that for me,
right.
guys. For my stuff, be sure to check out the again the suspension stuff is going good. I'm developing some other parts, but I don't want to put it out into the public yet until I do some testing. And I got to keep it kind of secret and everything. So I got some other parts I'm working on. The air suspension is coming up. The track suspension is in development right now. Well, sorry about that. The rally. So I'm going to have external nitrogen tanks and everything for the guys who want to do rally and jump off of stuff for the next level. They're going to be more expensive, but they're going to be the next level of suspension and everything. So check out for those and different stuff like that. So again, if you guys got any questions, send it to podcast@pinkustyle.com. Again, if you want to contact Yogi, everything's to be down in the description where you can contact him, run some ideas if you're looking to do some business and different things like that. And again, for the guys who want to be on a podcast, podcast@pinkustyle.com. Send me your description, what you want to talk about, and then we'll try to work you in there. I can talk to anybody as long as I got time and everything. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's going to be Donnie signing off from Masala, Japan. It's going to be Yogi signing off from Indonesia, and we're going to see you guys later. Peace.